Hello everyone, welcome to Toyeen Talks. How you doing? Thank you for watching. Till I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you. Bye.
Distance for those that care to listen. I'm more like supporting, but from a double distance for those that care to listen. So please don't come on the comment section to type nonsense. You'll be muted or better still, you'll be blocked. But if you have a better opinion, you can send a request and come up and just tell us how you feel. Simple as ABC. Please. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Please tap on your screen, share, and like. Thank you. Gladiator Yebo Agunwa, are you there, please?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, General Vengeance, sir. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for your support all the time, sir. We appreciate you. To all the panelists, I say good evening. God bless everyone. Akwataro, thank you for all that you do. To all the commenters, good evening to you too. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for standing strong. I just want to re-echo what Mom G Babe, Oluria Loba said earlier, and we just like to top it up with what General said. I am still wondering. I just want to refresh our memories. During the time of the CCTV, I keep going back to this because I like people's words should be their bonds. We are adults here. We are not children. And when we say things, right, if eventually what we have said is not what it is, we should be bold and truthful enough to come and explain, especially when it has to do with the public, to be bold enough to come and tell the public, this is what happened, this is what happened. But what I see is an adult lying and using tantrums to cover up. Ask me what I mean. You said you have evidences of a CCTV that could lead us to what and how Mo was quiet. Everyone was eager. We wanted to know. You said, okay, you need this, you need that, you need financial support, you need moral support. Okay, you eventually dragged Muiwa due to this CCTV of a thing. And this man said to you, I've given you the permission, get your lawyer, get the police order, and get the CCTV. If anything has changed, Yomi, you need to tell us that this was how, what, and what happened that I was unable to get the CCTV. Till then, you haven't said anything. You were bold enough to say, kesun, keji, ojo keta, CCTV, emari. I was expecting to see the CCTV. Unfortunately, it wasn't the case. And then you came in with the story of 3 seconds video. 3 seconds video. Number one, you were not detailed enough to tell us what transpired at the court on the 29th. You were not truthful enough. You were not bold enough to tell the public paying into your foundation, public paying into your account to run the show. You haven't told them. You have not explained to them explicitly well what transpired, what happened in the court, what went down. You haven't done that. All you come out to do every day is to come and talk about people, come and shout down at people, come and mention people's name. And this is what I dislike about you. Thirdly, when you come up with stuffs, right? You don't even understand the case. You just pick from people's platform. You pick from there, pick from there. When people make submissions, you pick from the top. When you want to destroy something, you start from the roots. And if we must understand this issue of Ileri Oluwa, it has to start from the root. How did it started? I've never heard you talking about the petition Ileri Oluwa wrote to the Nigerian police. When they were bullying him, when they were physically abusing him, when they were molesting, when they were harassing him, when they were intimidating him. You have never spoken about it. You have never called all the people Ileri Oluwa mentioned in that petition. You have never called them out. Where were you when all this happened? Do you not know about this petition? Did you not know that before Ileri Oluwa died, he petitioned some people? I've never heard you mention it. All you want to do is you want to leverage on other people's success, on what other people have done. And that is not possible because they know your intellectual property. That's the fact. Some people have walked this walk. People started this race. And I give credit to them. I salute them wherever they are. They have done well. But do not come and water down all their efforts. That would be so unfair. Really, really unfair. Either they've done it right or they have done it wrong, but they did when they were supposed to do it. You weren't there. But we're not going to blame anyone. Activism or fighting for a cause doesn't mean how long, but how well. So I'm not going to crucify you for that maybe you joined very late. But if you joined very late, definitely you need to respect the people you met on ground. You don't just come and start bamboozling and throwing tantrums, and you're not even coherent. You're not even. I tell you the truth, no substance in all these things that you're doing. It's got no substance. Excuse me, what has Damola's insult on Baba, what has that got to do? Is that an evidence of what Kpai Ileri Oluwa? Let's be factual here. Let us be honest. Is that what Kpai Ileri Oluwa? That is not what Kpai Ileri Oluwa, my brother. We want to see you doing something differently from what we have done. We want to see you do a different approach. The only thing I see is, I need resources. I need resources. I need resources. Excuse me, to do what? Resources to do what? I tell you the truth. If I see for a truth that your cause is genuine and truthful, I tell you the truth. I want justice for the Ileri Oluwa's family. I'll begin to put money in your foundation. But all this that you're doing, you're just enriching your pocket. It's just you have an agenda. You have an agenda. Give us a different style. Give us a different approach. You don't even know. Well, now you want Damola's video. Fred Damola was saying, Baba, Kiniko. That's by the way. That's Vaishishnish. It's got extremely nothing to do with the case. If Damola likes, let him abuse Baba from morning to night. Is that what Kpai Ileri Oluwa? Kí ló kàn wá pẹ̀lú yẹn? Tí Damola bá rude nìyẹn, wọn bí ẹ ò kọ nìyẹn, filẹ̀ sáyé ẹ̀. Nǹkan tó pa Ileri Oluwa ló matter sáwà. And that is what you should be talking about. That's not substance. You think police will go and arrest him for making that statement? Please, is the police going to arrest Damola for making that statement? Àbí tó bá sọ pé àkútúkù Ileri Oluwa lọ́nà. What has that got to do with the police? What has that got to do with the negligence of the police from the one when Ileri Oluwa was spied? Was that what stopped the police from giving Baba Mohbad a police report to deposit the body in the morgue? Excuse me. Was that what stopped the police from doing the due diligence? Was that what stopped the police from doing the right thing? When Baba went to the police and they did not go with him to the house where this young man died. This your drift today is too watery. This your drift. Honestly, it doesn't hold water and it does not even befit you. Honorable Vengeance, General Vengeance, thank you very much, sir, for all that you do. And to all the gifters who have gifted me tonight, God bless you. I love you. Have a good night. I yield my mic.
Are you coming back?
Thank you very much, Lati. God bless you for all you do. God bless you once again for all you do. Like I said, the only thing why I'm doubling my distance supporting Yomi, I'm not 100% against him, is because Team Wumi, they are not settled because of his involvement. He's making them to run etasketa to a certain extent. And I love it when Wumi and her team, when they cry, I don't really care much why they are crying, but if there's anybody that could make them cry, I'll give that person support as much as I can, and that is why I'm supporting Yomi. But believing in what he does, especially with this, his inconsistent narrative tonight, that has put so much doubt on his reason for joining J4M. So those that talk to him, those that know him, they should go and speak to him to stop taking us through that route, because we will not take it. That narrative must never be repeated again. Because we will not
General
take
Vengeance, he has just destroyed the 3 seconds video by himself tonight. He's watered it. There's nothing like any 3 seconds. He's used his own mouth to destroy it.
If he's sensible, if he's sensitive and wise, as he always claims, he's not supposed to say that kind distraction. But the fact that you could make such a statement, Yomi is like just digging his own grave with what he said tonight. He dug his own grave as far as J4M is concerned. So people should go and talk sense to him so that he can retrieve the statement. Like I said, this platform or High Vengeance, I'm not against Yomi, but I'm doubling my distance of support to Yomi Shikena. Thank you once again. You can meet and speak. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for Mr. Benjamin and everyone. Well, I've said it before. I think my perception about Yomi is very right. I can remember the first time I gave my submission on Toyin Beberin Pay, starting Beberin Pay platform. I was like, Yomi is working with Yabo. I have that strong belief because I remember last year, both of them are writing a epistle for themselves. Like what Mommy Gibbs said, they sent Yomi into us like as a move. Because to me, the way I'm viewing it, they know Yomi and Yabo are not in great team, so they might send him to us like, and they are saying that he's there because Yabo is his enemy, blah blah blah. But they know what they are doing. I have that strong belief. Yomi is working for these people, and Yomi know we are so thirsty for this justice. If you notice, he always is either Yomi said 7 days local, 3 days local, we are 95% to justice. That is the way he's getting money from people. That is the pathway. He used that pathway to get money. But Yomi is not here for the justice. He's working for these people. But I don't get it. Look at what he's saying this evening. I said it then. Yomi is not true. Same way he came in when the first time he spoke with BJ. Oh, Imimoye, someone that doesn't even know. As in so many things. At this point, I'm not giving him any support. I'm on the same page with you before. But at this point, Yomi is not here for justice. Any little thing, oh, we need money. Yesterday, they were talking to him about going to Abuja, but can't you see how other activists are running their things? BDM, and I remember BDM used to give people money before he started. I want to give 3 people 1 million. He uses money first. It is when you use the money that is when we're like, oh, these guys have really tried. Your man is always asking for money. I don't know. Some people are gullible, still believe. It's just like a mold because your man Yabo, I don't. Well, Yabo that I know, he would have shared him, even though they are not fighting physically. No, I didn't see anything like that coming from them. So at this point, we should just zero our mind on your activities, activists, whatever. He's not here for justice. He have a mission here. Because I don't see the reason why you will be having issue with people that are fighting the same cause as you. You will be having issue with them. Does that make sense? No. We need to open our eye. If you like, you should say we have 98% to justice. That is his own cup. You should just go and do justice for some other people. It's not by fault you should be here. Thank you, Mr. Benjamin.
Thank you very much, Gladiator Egma VDM. God bless you for all you do. Wogabumi, are you there? Gladiator Wogabumi, are you there?
Our general.
You're welcome.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí àwọn dádì àná Ìyábọ̀ Òjó yìí ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n sọ àti bọ́tà mi torí mo fẹ́ kan ìyá Jókẹ́mù mo fẹ́ láwọn lọ́mọdó lórí ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀.
Okay, Gladiator Tarzan, you can take over.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. Mommy Wura, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ má so mí pọ̀ mọ́ Ìyábọ̀ Òjó, mi ò mọ̀ rí o. Tarzan lórúkọ mi o. Mi ò kì í ṣe Tanzania, mi ò tán mọ́ wọn ní Tanzania rárá àti rárá. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I greet everybody, all my mommies on the panel, and I think there's one daddy here. I greet you, sir, and everyone in the comment section. God bless you. You see, Yomi, honestly, most time when I come on General Vengeance's platform, and I see his desire to support him, the desire, the effort as he make strenuous effort to believe him, to still give him that benefit of doubt. I check myself to see, can I just tap into this sort of energy to just try to just believe you're me a little? I have tried to see if I can draw strength from General Vengeance and so many other people who still believe him, who still think this guy is sincere. But I fell short. I can't. I've tried. I cannot. Look at him speaking tonight, talking about some military mercenaries. How could you say that? How could you, as a sensible person, say that and destroy?
It's quite demeaning. It's quite demeaning. It's quite senseless for him to say that.
So I just don't know. You just destroyed all your effort by yourself with your mouth, and not only yourself alone. Your me has destroyed his NGO. He has destroyed his NGO. Maybe Yomi forgot the thousands of NGOs, other NGOs, multinationals, agencies, corporations that have alliances with local NGOs in Nigeria. Maybe this guy forgot that they are watching. They are watching. He is drawing their attention to his inconsistencies, to his double face, and to his shenanigans over an important case like this. I think this guy has effectively destroyed his NGO. Finished. That's what he has done. That's what he has done. Because they are looking at him, they are watching him. Everything about him now is about inconsistency, fraud, lies, innuendos, and all kinds of things unbecoming of any serious NGO. That is all that is about Yomi right now. That's what Yomi has shown to everybody right now. Look at Yomi. How is it that Yomi is playing Damola's audio? What is he saying? He is using it to attack Baba Mohbad because that audio that he played just a moment ago have no bearing on what killed Mohbad, what pied Mohbad. It has no direct bearing on it. Not one whatsoever. CCTV that you used to deceive people. I said it at that time. I said, if Iyabo Ojo said the CCTV, Mohbad pied inside the house, the CCTV that Yomi is talking about, is it the one in the house, or the one in the compound, or the one on the fence, or the one by the estate gate, or the one by the neighbor? I said it. This CCTV that Yomi is clamoring for will bear no significant bearing on this case. I said it.
Now,
he told us.
Before you move on, he now said they went to the neighbor's house with the police and they lifted the hard disk, and now the hard disk is empty. Then I wanted to ask him, when the hard disk is now empty, what action did you take against the neighbor? Because if actually there was something on the hard disk and now it is empty, then the neighbor has obstructed justice. So that neighbor's name supposed to be out now. We are supposed to have been hearing that he has been sued to court to tell the whole world why the hard disk has become empty. I was supposed. That's what his supporters is. Don't let me use the word blind. His crony supporters, that was the question they were supposed to ask him. What actions have you taken against the man? At least that would give him a leeway and exonerate him truly. That truly, the neighbor was contacted and there was something on the hard disk. But nothing was said about what has happened to the neighbor now, up to now. I beg, that man has something else.
Exactly. You remember Yomi told us he saw something. He saw it. He told every one of us, oh, if you see what I saw, oh, that was what he was telling us in essence. How is it that there is nothing in it again anymore? You see, Yomi is also police. He is making the job of the police even more difficult. Tell you what, any day the police come out to do a press conference on this case, they should be prepared. If Yomi has been deceiving them all of this while, and they too are not coming out, but put Yomi aright, and they are not. This question, that why police did you not charge that neighbor whom Yomi told you that he had the CCTV and he saw it, he watched it? they will have a lot of questions to answer. They will have a lot of questions. And if truly the CCTV has been formatted and they can't find anything in it, why has Yomi not been pulled in by now? If Yomi is not working together with the police, or if the police are not taking Yomi seriously. Because great people of this fight, just think about it. Think about it. This guy has not in any way talked about those who were directly in. Let's think about this way. Think about it this way. You have people who were present in the house when that incident happened. And then you have a 3 seconds video that is meaningless, that the police are not taking serious right now. Who should you be dragging? Who should you be pointing your searchlight on? Is it not those who were in the house? Wumi was in the house. Wumi knew what happened. Everything happened in her presence. The nurse had contact, direct contact with the boy. Why is Yomi dissipating his energy on 3 seconds video and feeling as if we should give him a World Cup because of that? Because of a 3 seconds video? This guy is a joke. And every day, every time he opens his mouth, he proves to the world that he is the most bloody fool on earth. He keeps on doing it. He keeps on, despite the fact that persons like General Vengeance and so many good people were trying to give him the benefit of doubt. This guy just kept on telling them that I am a fool. He's just keep telling them, I am a joke. I am a glutton. I am an alatenuje. Uwaganu. See, Justice for Mohbad because of what he's getting out of it. Yomi is coming to his wit end. He's getting to the home stretch right now. Ladies and gentlemen, let us be prepared. Yomi is just about 90%. He has 10 more % to complete and take off his mask and abscond and disappear, and that will be the end of it. Yomi, I am telling you, we have it on. Everything is right there. First of all, he attacked Baba Mohbad less than 10 days ago. He came out. He apologized. Still, in days after, he attacked the man again. Today, he played a video to disparage the man. This guy is telling us, I have done what I have to do. I'm about to leave you guys. He has caused the confusion that he could cause. He has diverted so many people that he could deceive. And he told us tonight that we should be looking for unknown soldiers. He is telling us again to be looking for unknown soldiers who barged into the house where 15 persons were living there. All 15 were over 16 years old. All of them are adults, including the second in command, Wumi Cynthia Adebanjo, who purport herself to be the wife of this victim, this guy, that is no more. And the unknown soldier came in, did what he had to do, and he went away. So he begs the question, why did Wumi lie against Prime Boy? Prime Boy, this is your moment. This is the time that you have to go to the court and sue Wumi for trying to destroy your life. Sue her. The law permits you to do it. The law permits you to do it. Make use of the law of the country. Sue Wumi. Wumi told us, Yomi doesn't think before he talks. That's what we saw tonight. How can Yomi be talking about military mercenaries, unknown soldiers, when Wumi already told us When she told us that it was Prime Boy, even when we know that it's a lie, she said it before the court of law. Adura was in the house. All of them were there. They heard the noise, the voice of that boy, the agony